Hey guys, my name is Nick and I'm a photographer and content creator. Thanks for tuning into our channel. In this episode, we are going to be looking at how you can photograph any product or any object at your home without much fancy equipment. So today in this episode, I'm going to be teaching you how I photographed this product packaging of a restaurant called Buhari, and I'm sure that if you live long enough in Chennai, you know this popular restaurant in Chennai that has been there since the 1950s when Chennai was called Madras back then. I really loved this box when I first received this when the food was delivered on Swiggy, and what really caught my eye was the simplistic design of this blue box, yet it had a very modern feel to it. If you really pay careful attention to this box, you have the logo that is a little bit of a brownish yellow, which really represents the vintage looking themed element of the restaurant and the authentic style that they carry since 1951. So it really represents the time that they have been there, and also it has a little bit of a modern vibe to it. To offset the whole thing of this design, you have this very dark navy blue color to offset, and it just really gives that pop of modern aesthetic feel to it. It is old, yet it has a contrast of modern element all designed together, put together really well. So this is my interpretation and this is my perspective of this product packaging, and full disclosure, Buhari is not paying me any of this to say about their product packaging or about their restaurant in any way. So I'm just sharing my thoughts and my opinion about this box and about how I photographed this from a photographer's perspective. So I hope you like my interpretation, my version of this. So since the logo is the key attraction of this box and it has a very old and a very vintage looking element to it, I really wanted to photograph this box in a high contrast dramatic look. The reason why I went for a very high contrast dramatic look is because I really wanted the viewer to focus more on the logo and the vintage element that it had to it. So to photograph this box, I used a Godox V1 and I mounted it on a light stand. I placed it behind the box and it was aimed diagonally at the box at a 45-degree angle. I did not use any diffusion material because I was going for that high contrast look. And the mag grid really focuses the light and concentrates the light where you really want the viewer to focus their attention on. So in this case, it was the Buhari logo, and to even more accentuate the light, I cut all the unnecessary lights using some black pieces of cardboard. You can use anything you want. You can even use black paper, black cardboard, or anything to just cut the light wherever you want to cut the light and to shape the product and to give a really unique look. This is a very minimalistic setup. I just had like 3 boxes. Yes, I have 2 of them behind me. Since the other 2 were damaged, I had only 1, so I had to photograph the single box multiple times in different positions of the same frame and to get this unique look. So I used a method called compositing in photography. I locked the tripod in one fixed angle and I kept the box in different places and I photographed it multiple times to get this composited shot that looks like it was photographed with many boxes. So while the food was delivered to me, as you can see, the box does have a little bit of damage around the corners, and it has a little bit of paper damage and a little bit of print damage. So retouching was my only option to keep the whole thing a little more realistic. So if you really enjoyed this episode, please do hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We have a lot more awesome content coming out. So stay tuned for the next episode at Shot at Home series. Cheers.